Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the district-wide planning committee meeting. Item number 1, membership of the committee.
Thanks, Chair. We've got apologies for absence from Councillor Sokol.
Thank you. Councillor Bellamy.
I think Councillor McGrath may be running a little late.
Okay, thank you. Item number 2 then, minutes of the previous meeting. Can we agree that they are a true record? Moved by Councillor Firth, second by Councillor Bellamy. Item number 3, declarations of interest and lobbying. Any? None?
None, Chair.
Thank you. Item number 4, admission of the public. Okay.
There's no private items, Chair.
Thank you. Councillor McGrath, welcome to the meeting. Just wondering, have you got any declarations of interest or lobbying, item number 3? No? Okay. Item number 5, public questions.
There's no public questions.
Thank you. Item number 6, deputations and petitions.
No deputations or petitions.
Thank you. Item number 7 was the site visit. Confirm we've only had one site visit, which is listed on the agenda, and we've attended. Thank you. Okay then. Item number 9, first application, Ashfield Road, Birkby. Ready whenever you are, Lucy. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. My name is Lucy Taylor and I am presenting this application for the change of use of an existing garage to a business use beauty salon at 17 Ashfield Road, Birkby. The application site is located within the Birkby Conservation Area. This application is brought to Planning Committee at the request of Councillor Sokol. The applicant has outlined that both themselves and their daughter work in beauty and both live at the address. The staff of the beauty salon would therefore only be occupiers of number 17. The applicant seeks permission to operate from 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. Mondays to Fridays and between 8 a.m. and 3 p.m. Saturdays. The use would operate on an appointment basis with no more than one appointment present on site at any one time and with no overlapping appointments. This drawing shows the location of the site. The site has Ashfield Road running to the east and Oakfield Road to the west. The arrow shows the location of the detached garage to the rear of the garden of 17 Ashfield Road. This aerial photograph shows the layout of the site, the host property fronting Ashfield Road and the position of the detached garage to the rear of the site. This photo, taken from the perspective of Ashfield Road, provides context of the site. The host dwelling fronts Ashfield Road. These photos show the detached garage, taken from the perspective of Oakfield Road. This application does not include any exterior alterations to the detached garage, only permission to change its use. The area of hard standing shown on these photographs is discussed later in this presentation. This slide shows the proposed floor plan of the detached garage. The change of use would comprise of a beauty room of 12 square metres and a WC. These would be accessed from the eastern elevation of the garage, the elevation facing the host dwelling. This slide shows the proposed block plan, including parking arrangements. Parking arrangements at the site would remain as existing, with 2 tandem parking spaces on the driveway. The applicants have set out that the garage and parking spaces are unused and that they park on Ashfield Road to the front of their property. It is considered that the use of the existing driveway of 17 Ashfield Road by customers of the beauty salon would not jeopardise the safety and well-being of residents or introduce any additional safety risks. This is because vehicle movements would be the same despite the operator of the vehicle. This aerial photograph shows the wider setting of the site. Whilst the location of Oakfield Tennis and Bowling Club is noted, this is located to the front of the site, with the detached garage business located to the rear of the site, accessed via a different highway. In terms of the location of the Huddersfield Hospital, a large car park is available within the hospital site, and whilst this appears to be more likely for use by staff, on-street parking is available directly outside of the hospital on the highways of Birkby Hall Road and Birkby Lodge Road. St Patrick's Catholic Primary Academy has an on-site car park and a vast availability of on-street parking significantly closer to the school than the highway of Oakfield Road, where the development is proposed. In addition, given the short periods of time associated with school vehicle movements, it is considered that the impact of the change of use is not of such significance when considered in conjunction with the school, with regards to its impacts of highway safety. It is also important to highlight that there are bus stops located in close proximity to the site along Birkby Hall Road. As set out in the committee report, the principle of development is considered to be acceptable. The beauty salon is within the curtilage of the existing dwelling, operated by the occupiers of the dwelling and of a small scale. Given the nature of the operation, being a mixed-use site of residential and beauty salon, as well as the size of the overall site, it is unlikely a comparable and sequentially preferable town centre location would be available. With regard to public and local response to the application, 2 objections were received and 7 supporting comments were received. In this instance, the use is not considered to lead to harm to the character of the conservation area, given the small-scale nature of operations proposed at the beauty salon with 2 employees who are occupants of 17 Ashfield Road, operating on an appointment basis with 15 minutes between appointments. It is noted that the Council's Conservation and Design team raised no objection to the application. Conditions would be imposed regarding the operation of the business. This would include a condition regarding the staff of the beauty salon being limited to permanent residents of number 17 Ashfield Road, the hours of operation, the operation of the business on an appointment-only basis, and that there is no noise from amplified and non-amplified music. The site is located approximately 20 metres from the nearest residential dwelling. With the inclusion of the aforementioned conditions, it is not considered that the proposal would detriment the residential amenity of surrounding residents. It is noted that the Council's Environmental Health team raised no objection to the application. With regards to highway safety, these matters have been discussed throughout the presentation, and it is considered that, subject to the inclusion of recommended conditions, the proposal would be acceptable in this regard. It is noted that, upon formal consultation, the Council's Highways team raised no objection to the application. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Lucy. I think we have one speaker, the applicant, Melanie Hudson.
Hi, I'm the neighbour of the applicant, if that's okay.
Hello and welcome to the meeting.
Thank you.
You have 3 minutes to present your case.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, thank you very much for letting me speak here this afternoon. I live at number 19 Ashfield Road. I'm one of the neighbours of the applicant. I'm here to support the case for planning. The salon has been in operation for a period of time and there's been no extra traffic observed at all. In fact, the service provided is really useful for the neighbourhood. Many people walk to use the services and it provides assistance for some people who are caring, who have illnesses, etc. And it's something that wasn't there before. The road in question has a significantly less traffic than the front of the road on Ashfield Road. And as been discussed in the really thorough report, that there aren't any indications that what's going on has changed the nature of the conservation area or affects our properties which adjoin. I've spoken to many of the neighbours and they're very supportive of the proposal. Some put applications in and some on both sides of the roads didn't do so. There's never been any more than, as stated, one person using the services at any one time. I'm never aware of anyone waiting to be seen or any extra traffic. So I'm here on behalf of myself and the neighbours to support the application, which also keeps 2 people in employment, which is really important at the moment. I don't think there's anything else to add, but just thank you for hearing the application today.
Thank you for your contributions to the meeting. I don't think there's any more speakers, is there? So it's over to committee then for any comments. Councillor Firth.
Thank you, Chair. Obviously, I was on the bus with you this morning and we went on Oakfield Road. Very quiet. All the residential properties that I saw, there might be some that I didn't see, but most of them all had drives. So as far as I'm aware, there'll never be an issue with traffic. I'm delighted to hear the next door neighbour is very supportive, as are the other neighbours that she's consulted. Given the officer's report and recommendation, I'm only too delighted to move the recommendation.
So it has been moved by Councillor Firth, Councillor Bellamy and then Councillor McGrath. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Chair. I totally agree with what Councillor Firth just said. And as it's an appointment-only system, I don't see how you're likely to end up with more than one vehicle there at a time anyway. And looking round, as we were on the site visits today, all the properties down there, bar maybe 1 or 2, seem to have their own off-road parking as well. So I'm more than happy to second Councillor Firth's
Thank
proposal.
you. So it's been moved and seconded by Councillor Firth and Councillor Bellamy. Councillor McGrath? Okay, no problems. Okay. Any more comments?
Thank you. I thought the officer's presentation was excellent, and the hours and the fact that it's the 2 occupants of the house that are going to be running the business. I went and had a look round in my own time. Sorry, I couldn't join you this morning. And it seems perfectly acceptable to me. So I would be supportive of this application.
Thank you. I've just got a few comments, more than anything. Obviously, the application's in my ward. In terms of the conditions, the staff that work there have to live there, the hours and the appointment basis and the 15-minute slots. That will be conditioned for the entirety of the application. Is that correct? Yep.
Yes.
Okay, great. So let's say we are in a situation whereby the appointment basis cannot be managed for whatever reason, where business has either surpassed itself or there's a diary management issue whereby they can't adhere to 15-minute gaps and a one-to-one appointment, and there's an overspill of whatever it is, whether it's vehicles or people or treatment. What would happen in that situation?
So if that was to happen, they would actually be in breach of whichever condition it was. So if that was the appointment condition or the opening hours condition, so then we would involve the enforcement team, the council's enforcement team in that.
Thank you, Lucy. Any more comments from anybody else? Thank you very much. No? So I think we'll go to the vote then, Andrea.
Okay, so voting on the officer recommendation to delegate for approval. Councillor Moore? Councillor Firth?
Oh.
Councillor Davis. Councillor Lee Richards. 4. Councillor McGrath. Councillor Bellamy.
4.
Chair.
4.
That's carried. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. That's the end of the meeting.